Oh, we're back in business with some very scary spiky tools. Hello and welcome to the Treasured Page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space. And I think most of you were on to me yesterday when I filmed my 3,000 subscriber giveaway and you could hear that I had a little cold in my voice. I have caught a cold off of my children and they are taking me down, which isn't great because we're just embarking on December and all the ephemera that we want to do. So I'm nursing a hot cup of herbal tea here, but I just thought I'd show you. I'm really pleased with this. Look, Dr. Stewart's tea has got a pointy finger. So it is perfect tea for the junk journaler. And it is for sore throats, throat relief. So my husband bought this box of tea. Totally brilliant. Totally brilliant. So all is forgiven on the jumper, I think. Yes, so this tea is helping. That is good news. Right. Okay. So later I'm going to sit down with a hot chocolate. This is my plan, just hot drinks. And I'm going to read all your wonderful comments because that just cheers me up and makes my heart sing. So I shall do that. But for now, I've been having a look, so I've replenished the needles in this one, and then this one is just a single one, and that is much easier to do more finer work. So they're really good. I like the wools that I've got here where it's all been blended in, and I have got a few of these from the craft shop which are okay, but they're quite bright colours. So I might be able to blend them in, and I think a blend of colour is going to be far more interesting than just one solid colour from an artistic point of view. So what I think, because I want this to be an art journal, I don't want it to do, I can see the way I could do that and make it all beautiful and probably do some sewing and embellishing, and that would all be lovely. But I want to push the boundaries this month. I have to, for my own learning. And so we could see that that could be a lovely start of some flowers and then some maybe slow stitching or something. But that isn't what I want to do here for Defemerember. I want to cut into this cover and I want some real interesting art style journaling going on. So I am now, whilst I've got that started, I think what I want to do is cut my slits into here so I know where they will go, and then I can felt round it to enhance whatever I do next. And then, because I really don't want to be ill and lose my momentum, because that can happen, and then once that creativity's lost, it's really hard to get back into it. You sort of need another spark of inspiration to get you going again, don't you? So I just got to plough on through with herbal teas and all the rest of it. I don't feel too bad. As long as I'm sitting here with a hot water bottle, I'm fine. So I'm going to just do my cuts now, and then we can see what that will look like. And if I don't like it, I will sew it up in a haphazard way, and I think I'll like that as well. So I'm going to take a mat and a knife to it. That's what I'm going to do now that I've, because it's junk. This is it, so it doesn't matter. So we can explore, we can push the boundaries and have a go. All right, what I don't want to do is cut anywhere near the edge because that's where there's going to be the most amount of handling. So I want to leave an inch, and I don't want any cuts coming too close to that. And again here, so if I'm doing a cut here, it can only just be in that portion there. I could draw it out if I could be bothered to go and get my chalk pencil. Let maybe do that. Right, I've got my lemon hand sanitizer at the ready. we are taking no chances. Right, let's keep hygienic and healthy here. Okay, so I've got my white pencil, my chalky pencil, and I'm just going to have a little, so I'm going to follow this idea that everything's heading in that direction. So I've only got that bit to play with. do a shape that's sort of leaf-like. Okay, that's quite like that. It doesn't matter if I cut off a bit there. And I also want to have a look at what my fabric looks like so that I can get an understanding of what I would be cutting into. So I would be cutting into brown if I put that there, because that will be that bit. I don't mind that. So let's have one there. I'll lose that bit, but that'll probably look like it's part of it. Okay, that's interesting. I can always rub it out if I hate it. And then over here, let's have another one cut like that. I'm wondering, I could probably cut into the spine, but I might just hold off doing that for the minute. So that's nice. What else? Okay. So that will give me that bit there. I'll get that bit there. And then I want this raspberry colour. So that's going to be about there, like that. So that's about there. So we'll do another one like that, and then one, maybe a long one here, so we're not... All right, probably have a little one up there. Okay, I think we'll just go for it and see what we think. So just using my craft knife, can you see? Just using my craft knife. I'm just roughly cutting that away. Like that. And it may be that I have to sew round to strengthen that bit up. All right, good, so far so good. So I want to, I'm gonna do that. Don't want to come, that's too close, so I think I will forget that bit, and I will go here. Where's that? And then here. And then what I've got, look, I've got that. I've got these shapes here, so they can be something, can't they? That's interesting. All right, before I go any further then, because we might not want too much, I might prefer something up there rather than more cuts. Let's have a look. Trouble is, this was the more interesting bit, so I might have done it wrong. Let's have a look. Okay. Well, I don't mind that. That's okay, isn't it? And then I can work with the colours around it. Well, that is interesting. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I think, what did I like up here? I liked the pink. I'm not so keen on maybe having it up there now. I don't know really. Oh, now I've seen this, I'm quite intrigued about having that up there. Hacked completely. Get rid of that one. And have a longer one. And do the longer one there. Which will, that's interesting there, so. Okay. No idea, just having a play again as usual. So we'll go here and here. Oh, that's good. Right, and then the obvious thing would be to maybe bring it over more, but I'm a little bit not sure how I'm doing the journal at the moment. So if I were to put my bits up there, we could have that embellishment looking like that, but they'll need to be decorated with some more felts and things. And you know, overhang, that will be fine. Don't know how we do that. Felt and glue and... Right. So maybe something like that. Do we like that? Is that a nice idea? Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? That's all right. Okay, so let's have a look what that could potentially look like. Yes, very interesting. Because that's quite botanical in its look, isn't it? Oh, that was that way up. So that was that way up. Or this way up. Oh no, I like that. That's the way up. That's better. Yes, that's better. And then we haven't got the cherry. All right, hang on. Okay, I'm just putting a pin in my leaf here, and I've sort of felted this one on very loosely. So I was just going to do the same for this one. And that just will allow me to put them in a position, because they seem to sort of, they will mesh together a bit like a Velcro. And then I think what I'll have at that top point is a button up there like that, something like that. So that's this idea coming together. So just want to have a look at this idea as well. This is just some yarn. I should think it's not natural, I think. And just sort of pulling that apart. I've then got fibres that I could use. So you don't have to go and buy the fancy fluffy stuff. It's not expensive at all, really. But if you've already got it, use what you've got. So we could now bring the colour that I wanted into here, if that's what's required. So there, that's just off of that. Great. I've just taken to this really, really well. I love it. I really love it, and it's so easy. It's just a simple, you know, stabbing. What are we doing? It's no different from trying to break a bit of ice with an ice pick or something. It's just a familiar action. You're just hammering. It's not anything difficult. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. It's come in with the brown down there, and I just think I need to tie in another bit of that browny orangey colour, maybe with whatever is hanging off here. So I will snip that bit away and then bring in this with a little bit of this orangey brown colour and see if I can blend that in over there, just to link it really, so it doesn't look unintentional or odd, just part of it. This sort of organic twisty turny situation going on here. I'll just show you my fibres and the kit that I got. So this is the spinning tool, and these are the beautiful hand, you know, blended wools, and they're so soft and all natural. And I'm just going to use some of that because that's all blended in and it's absolutely wonderful. But it comes from Scotland, this kit. Look at that. I mean, it's just stunning. So these are all the blues. So for a seascape, this is absolutely perfect. But I'm bringing this in for a nature one as well. So I'm going to grab some of that. And then that lovely colour there. So let me tell you who this is. Let's give them a shout out. This is Fairy Hollow Creations and Crafts, Artisan and Vintage. And that's from Dumfries in Scotland. And it came with this one as well. So that's the berry colours. Really lovely. But I've had that in my collection for a long time. So I'm hoping that they still operate. I'm sure she does. Her stuff is amazing. Fairy Hollow Creations. So that's for anybody wanting to get in touch with her yarns from Scotland. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm sure that that will all be natural fibre from local sources, local farms, you know. All sustainable, looking after the animals. That I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't. So that will be a good buy. Or use the wool you've got. Because I've just done that up there. I think I'm going to bring in some, I don't know, I'm sort of making a poinsettia thing up there, but probably don't want to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe it might be nice white. That might be nice. Not sure. Don't want anything literal in this journal. I just want it to be free. Freeing. And organic and natural. Just, this is supposed to be ideas. An ideas journal. So we don't want anything that we're not exploring. So if we've done it before, it probably shouldn't be in that journal. It's got to be new ideas, out of your comfort zone a bit. And this is, although I'm feeling very comfortable with it now, it's easy. Easy peasy. This isn't going to be for anybody with a wrist injury, but you could get yarn, thick yarn, and glue it on. You could do that. And I'm just blending in fibres. I'm taking it slow. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm learning. I'm picking it up really quick because it's really, really quite straightforward. And just blending the different colours. So you just pick out a wispy bit here, a wispy bit there. You blend it together and then twist it. Sort of twist it, and then you can just punch it in, and that's how you do it. But there, that's the back of it. You've seen how I'm tackling it, and then I'll just put the journal cover together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to iron on a fusible fleece or a heat and bond. I will then iron on my other fabric that I want to have showing through. But before I do that, I will cut the fleece away, or the sticky whatever I can find. I'll cut that away, and then I'll iron on this other fabric gently. That's my plan. Well, I don't know what was in that tea, but I have been doing this all afternoon. I have had the most amount of fun, I can't tell you. So with just one simple tool and some wool and some patience, I just decided to get out of my own way. By that I meant just hand it over to my creativity, just stop thinking about it and just do whatever felt right. Are you ready? It's not finished, it's just the top, and then I've got to put it all together. Obviously this is going to go underneath. So here we go. This is what I've done. Da 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 da! I have no idea idea where this has come from. Just my creativity and being allowed to sit and play in a quiet space. Not feeling very well, having a cup of tea, just allowing that time to happen. And here we go. You could have a go at this. It is really straightforward. The idea then is to put this backing fabric, and the whole thing's going to be something like that. But I'm thinking I might want another piece of fabric on here to stabilise everything. And I shall probably stitch through certain bits if I can. That's very thick and maybe round. I don't really know. I've never done this before, so I'm just going to intuitively work it out as I've done. And then it will appear something similar to that and be another colourful one. Who knew? Artistic one. So I don't think we're doing grunge, we're doing art journal, and I'm thinking that actually it's going to be my Marianne North journal, which I had thought I would like to do a study on. So I haven't read the book. I would like to, but the pictures in here are just so awe-inspiring. And she goes all around the world. This is Brazil, and she paints, and it's all set in 1840s, things like that. Just beautiful. So that's Brazil, and then we've got that's South China, Taiwan, Borneo. I mean, look, where are we going? We're going places again. Where's this? Australia? Oh my goodness. Nepalese. Nepal? India. Oh, I get to go to India. Right, we're going. Pack your bags. I've just got to get rid of this cold and then we're off. The Seychelles. We're going to the Seychelles. Madagascar. Oh, wow. Yeah, I picked the book up in a charity shop. Or rather, the book jumped in my bag. Yeah. Just stunning. Chile. And then this is the gallery at Kew Gardens. Royal Gardens at Kew, where she donated all her paintings, her life work, to Kew Gardens. Again. Botanics. Love it. So, yeah, this is coming together, so I don't want to mess it up. So I'm now going to go off quietly and get the journal put together, and then we can begin with the ephemera making. And the first one is going to be fluff. Well, we've dealt with fluff, and mason jar. Okay, those are the prompts. And then it'll all be surrounded some stories. We'll bring back coffee pot challenges and all those things. We'll get back on it. Okay, girls? So this is the idea here. I've had a lot of fun making that. I hope you found some value there. And that was inspiring for you of how you can use fluff and wool. And this bit here was just the yarn. I just pushed the yarn through. I untwizzled it. And that went through no problem at all. So that worked. Yep, so there we go. That's all. We've already had a look at the fluff. But we'll probably come up with something else, something nice that everyone can do. And I think anyone could do this. That was so simple. As long as you can go up and down with a needle, you'd be fine. You don't even have to thread the thing. It's amazing. Okay, so yes, whoever said I think I was on the cusp of doing something really special, Kathy, I think that was you, subscriber here. I think you're right. I really am very pleased with that. That was absolutely lovely to sit and do. Ah, okay, we're getting there. So I'm not sure if it's going to be, the journal might not be done for tomorrow, but we'll do the prompts and then we can add that as I get it made up. So we'll see where I am tomorrow on my next video. And the other thing, I need to go to bed and get rid of this cold. The other thing is, this is from Brigitte from Clee Black Creations, and she sent through some digital kits for me, which I have had a look at, and I think that this is all going to tie in and be really nice. So this is a wintry scene from her Colograph ephemera kit. Not the ephemera kit, this is the pages. So these are the pages that we didn't see. And look at this, just look at this, how these journals just take on a mind of their own. So I have been having some messages from New Zealand, from a few of the other ladies, and throughout, I suppose, the last 6 months, they've been trying to teach me Maori words. And here it says, Maori welcome to distinguished visitors. There's a whole big section, and it says, girls, Rotorua, which is where a lot of the subscribers that write in are located, near to Rotorua. And there you are. And I've just been sent that from Germany, and I'm putting in German fabric. Amazing. It's all connected. We are all connected. And look, lovely ledger paper here as well, and her wonderful mushroom digital kit. So we're going to look at all of that, and I'll talk about that as well. But it's just going to come and live in this awesome journal which is being made. And yeah, very exciting. Very excited now, guys. So I will meet you back here with a journal. So everything to do with this next series for December crafting is the Defemerember playlist 2022. So if you have a look for the playlist, all of the videos will be in there, including the make for this journal. Okay, and I will put some more pictures of how I sew things together so you can see how I do the layer. Alright girls, so if you wanted to make your own, you've seen how to do it. You just need a felting tool and some yarn. You can sit there and pick out some yarn, or you can get hold of a little pack of wool. It's so inexpensive. You don't even need the mat. You could use a rolled up fleece blanket to do your be your backing squash down thing. Felt mat. It's just a felt mat on top of a bit of sponge. So if you've got something like that, you don't need anything fancy, do you? You just need the needles and get a pack of needles. That's all you need. I've seen people that just use them without even the handle. But yeah, I think after a while that would start to hurt your fingers. So the little wooden tool is very useful. And they just hook in there like that. So for finer work you just want one needle, and for anything bigger you need one with a few more. It just makes life easier. And if you've got a sewing machine, you can actually buy a sewing foot that will do needle felting for you. So you might even have that, or the ability to go and have a look at how to adapt your sewing machine. So exciting! So there you go. Another idea for you. Alright guys, so that was brilliant. And I'll meet you back here with a journal, and we'll have a look at this daily prompts. Okay guys, so thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and above everything else, just slow down and make crafting time for you. Bye bye now.